Welcome to Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is. And we're going to be taking a look at soccer and American football. Basketball is starting soon, so maybe that becomes a thing. But for soccer, which had an international break last weekend, there were no picks, so everybody went to their countries. And hopefully not that many injuries. Neymar did suffer a bad injury while playing for Brazil, but that's biggest name with a major injury. But we're going to get right into it. And first, we're going to be looking at our American football recap from last weekend. I would say there were 5 games, basically, and one game did come through, and that was the Panthers at the Dolphins, which went over 58 points. They did score 63 points combined. That's 21-42 between the Carolina Panthers and the Miami Dolphins. So that did come through. All the other games did not necessarily come true. There was a Seahawks at Bengals. Seahawks played a good game, but couldn't score in the red zone. The Giants at Bills. That was a horrible game by the Bills. Couldn't beat the Giants the way they could. The 49ers at the Browns. Poor weather game with PJ Tucker as the backup quarterback. Still was able to put up enough points to go over 30. The Lions and the Buccaneers, just a really low scoring game. 2 very good defenses holding each other down, and the Detroit Lions proving to be a really good team, beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 20-6. So for that week, there was one game that came through, an out of 5, that gave us a 5 units won, and there were 5 units played. So that was just an break-even week, and for American football, still a positive 1.73 units. So for every unit, you've almost doubled that. And so now we're going to be getting into the picks for the weekend of October 21 and October 22, and we're going to start with soccer. And with soccer being back here, I'm just going to go right into it. I'm going to start with the Premier League. If you look on there, there's Chelsea versus Arsenal. Here I think Arsenal goes into Chelsea's home, beats them by a couple of goal difference. Chelsea hasn't been really scoring. They did play have a game the last time before the international break where they scored 4 goals. But I think if Arsenal scores 2-3 goals, they can cover that and beat Chelsea comfortably. I don't think Chelsea's offense is still that good, so that's a possibility. There's Brentford at home against Burnley. Here I'm just picking on the newly promoted teams. I don't like any 3 of them, Burnley, Luton, or Sheffield. None has been really impressive. Looking at the Luton game, they're away at Nottingham Forest. Don't like that a lot. And Man U is away to Sheffield United. I don't like Man U winning with a good, decent amount of goals. So here I'm going with Brentford winning at home by 2 goals. 2-0 would work here. If they can get 2 goals and shut out Burnley, that's definitely a possibility. And then going into the Spanish league, last time Real Madrid beat Osasuna 4-0, and that was against a pick of mine. This time I'm going for Real Madrid going into Sevilla's home and scoring 2 goals. 1 unit as odd of 3.5, and possibly scoring up to 4 goals at odds of 8 for that. That wouldn't be an easy game away to Sevilla, but that's also a possibility with Bellingham playing the way he is. And the other game would be Las Palmas at home to Rayo Vallecano. Las Palmas is a newly promoted team, but they've been playing really well. So I think Rayo Vallecano can go in here and score 2 goals. Their last 2 games, they've drawn 2-2 each game, so they've been able to score 2 goals both at home and away. So I think they can go into Las Palmas, score 2 goals, and possibly score 3 goals for half a unit. And the other one would be Girona versus Almeria. Girona is the second best team in the Spanish league, surprisingly, and the worst team is Almeria. Here I'm just saying Girona beats them comfortably at home by 3 goals and possibly score up to 5 goals in that game for odds of 11.5 units. So that's something for that. And then the German league, Darmstadt versus Leipzig. 2 pretty high scoring teams. Darmstadt surprisingly has been playing better recently, but I think Leipzig can come in, score goals. So I'm putting both of them to combine for 5 goals at odds of 4 for 1 unit. And also Wolfsburg at home to Bayer Leverkusen. Xabi Alonso has been coaching really well, and Leverkusen has been a really good team in the German league. I think they're top two in the league. And here I would say they score 4 goals against Wolfsburg at Wolfsburg's home. That's a very difficult one, but they have scored at least 3 goals in their last 4 games, 3 against Cologne, 3 against Mainz. So that's also a possibility they could score 4 against Wolfsburg. We're just a pretty good offensive team. So we'll see how that goes. And that's that for soccer. And then we're going to move into American football. There are 4 picks this week, and 3 of the picks are blowouts that I'm looking at. I'm looking at the Bills going in to the Patriots and blowing them out by 20. The defense of the Bills is not as good, but the Patriots are just horrible. And if Josh Allen can put up to 30 points, then that's possible. Also, the Cardinals going to the Seahawks winning by 20 as well. I also think if the Seahawks can put up to 30 points, that's also possible. And the 49ers and the Vikings on Monday Night Football. The 49ers can put up to 30 points as well away from home. That's also possible to win by 20. And the Commanders and Giants to go over 50 points. That's a little bit more difficult, but these are 2 really bad teams. Maybe the offenses pick up and then wacky things happen and it goes over 50 points for that. And then we're going to see how that goes. It's a good weekend. Soccer is back. Basketball coming up in about a week. And American football is in the middle of all the action. And to everyone listening, thank you. Peace.